Welcome back to another Get Ready with Juanita. If you'd like to see how I got this look today, please continue watching. Hi guys. I hope everyone's doing well today. Uh, Today, I just thought it would be fun to play with some makeup. So one of the things that I was sort of curious about was, you know, how the Milani concealer, the Conceal and Perfect Skin Tint, compares to the Maybelline Lifter Stix. So I thought I would do like half and half for funsies and just to see. So let's see, how am I going to do this? I'm going to do Milani on the right and Maybelline on the left. So I'm going to start off with the Maybelline. One of the things that I do see some people do is they put it on the back of their hands, put it in the brush, and then apply it. I think I'm going to try that today. Oh my, that was so smooth. Didn't expect that. And then I'm going to push it into my brush fibers, and then I'm going to apply it. And I'm going to see just, what does that do exactly? Does it help in any way? Because so I just want to, let's see, maybe tapping would be better. Because one thing I always want to do is learn. Oh yeah, I like the tapping method much better. Like instead of the swiping, the tapping seems to be building this up a bit better. Try to get half of my nose. Yeah, because the tapping apparently gets more product on the face and keeping it there instead of moving it around like I've been doing. So I'm just looking to see if I can improve on my technique, because I'm just willing to sort of be open to that learning. Okay, so that's the Milani. So that's Milani, and there's nothing on this side. So you can see the coverage, sort of like that medium build, but it is a skin tint. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the Maybelline on this side. And I'm going to try using the same technique here. Now, one thing that I do notice is the shades are slightly different. I'm going to get this pushed in. And I'm going to start patting it on my face. So if it's a little bit different, then I'll have to just work with it. But my son is just coming over for a visit today. And I would like to start my declutter series. So, because we're almost at Christmas, and I sort of want to get through my products, like go through my products and hand off the stuff that, I'm not using. So now, so far what I can see, guys, is that there is a color difference. So my Milani is a little bit light for me. Maybe a good winter shade, because I did get a little bit of sun. And I gotta say, this stick here, I don't find the stick is going on as well. So I'm just gonna try going straight on, and let's see. Maybe even push the product out a bit with my finger. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Let me try a little bit more now, because I don't want to be here all day just applying some foundation either, or product, my base. Okay, guys, so there we go. So on camera, you can't see, actually, no, it looks pretty good. It's not a huge difference. Now I can notice a slight difference, but I think that once I get my makeup done, it's going to look fairly similar. So let's just see now. Yeah, I'm liking that so far. Both of them has a little bit of luminosity, and I don't know if that was my primer or not. I don't think so, but it might be just some of that natural glow showing through. But yeah, it's a nice sort of natural finish going on, and yeah, I am liking this. So that's the two on Milani and the Maybelline. So the next thing I'm going to do is start with my cream products, and I'm going to use some of my Natasha Denona Hy-Glam concealer just because I've got darkness around my eyes, and like as I've gotten older, the darkness has developed. Like just the skin gets thinner as we get older, and so veins and stuff like that starts to pop through and that darkness comes through. So for you us people out there that has some of that discoloration going on, and this is a very beautiful, beautiful foundation. So I'm just going to try to keep it up to around my eyes though, and try not to disturb the bases too much. And today, guys, like one of the things that I thought I'd be doing is I'm going to go into some of my, products I haven't used in a while, just a good old fashioned get ready with me. I got a palette that I haven't used in a while and I absolutely love it. It's actually a cute little fall palette, and I just want to remember and play with it because I got to give it love. All right, so now that I got that on, I'm going to go with a cheeky look today because I'm a cheeky girl. So to start off, I think that what I would like to do is actually use my LYS. This is such a pretty blush. But before I go on with my blush, I should put on some bronzer. I like to bronze up my face. So let's see, bronzer. I'm going to go into the Milani bronzer. And so I'm just going to pick that up and try to warm it on the back of my hand a bit, just where it's a cream product, just so that it applies nicely. So let's start off with my bronzer. And that like really applies nicely. This is actually a nice product. And I was a bit surprised because I thought it looked cool and it goes on me sort of more neutral. And I like that. So that's good. Neutral with a little touch of, a little bit of warmth. I thought it was going to be too cool, but it isn't. And it's a really nice product, guys, that really does spread out quite lovely on the skin and blends out beautifully. So gave me a little bit of color back to my life or to my skin, and that's always nice. So okay, I've got that done. The next product I'm going to go in with is my LYS. I'm going to use my LYS my LYS blush, my cream blush. It's such a pretty blush, and I haven't really, and I'm going to try it with this stuff too. I'm just going to put it on my brush, and then I'm going to pat it in to my hand and see. Oh, yeah. Look how pretty that is, guys. This is a very pretty, pretty product. I think this was my first LYS product as well. Love Yourself, and really beautiful products. Well, product. There's more stuff I'd like to try out in that line yet, but it's sort of hard to get around to everything because there's so many releases all the time, and now we're upon, like, the Christmas releases are starting, and Halloween is just around the corner, and Thanksgiving and all that good stuff. So that's so pretty. So it's nice to get around to these products that I truly love. So, okay, I've got that done. And the next thing I'm going to do is some setting powder. And let's see. Oh, why don't we go my little easy bake? Because I want to use my products. Like I said, I don't like things just sitting around for long periods of time and not getting used because, well, what's the point of having them if you're not going to use them, hey? So I'm just going to push my product into my triangle. Okay, and then I'm going to go in. I don't have a full Huda Beauty powder. Oh, look how pretty that is, though. Maybe this might be on my list for Santa. Because so many people swear by it, but my problem is I have dry skin, and this is really good for oily people so that, you know, it can be a little bit drying, but the blurring is just gorgeous. Really pretty. I like it. It's not feeling too dry when you use the product that way. So what I did was I put some powder on my triangle and then I pushed it into my hand and then onto my face. And that gave a very nice blurring effect. Nice, nice. Okay. So now that I'm there, I'm going to go off screen and I'm going to do my eyebrows and I'll be right back. Hi guys, I'm back and I have my eyebrows done. And I created this look today using a palette that's been sitting there for a while now. And I have to give it some love. It's my Ainsley Rain Happy Go Lucky palette. And it's so cute. It's a 6-pan palette. And it's just a small color story. But, you know, they're a bit more affordable. And it allows anyone to sort of try the brand without, you know, fully committing. Because they're bigger palettes. They're big. They have a lot of beautiful shades, but they're also a little bit more on the pricier side because they're over $100 Canadian. And so you're going to pay a little bit more money for this brand's eyeshadows. But I thought it would be fun just to, you know, sort of play around with the colors and see what else I can get from it. Because normally I do a nice little peach look with it, but I wanted to dip into some of those cool shades. So where I started with this look was using the dark shade here. And, you know, I don't always go in with the dark shade first, but I sort of wanted to have a good look to see sort of what the darkest color had to give, sort of what undertones were there. And that allowed me to pick out the second shade. So I'm just going to bring this in, just blend it out, and bring it in towards the corner of the eye, like so. And then the next shade I'm going to go in with is this beautiful cool toned grayish color. And I'm just going to use that to soften the edges up here. And I'll go back to that little, and I want to wing this out just a little bit. Sort of get that general shape that I'm looking for. Ooh! I dropped something. Okay, and there we go. And then the next shade I'm going to use is this beautiful warm shade. Now, I'm just having fun with eyeshadow today. And this is the look that I come up with. It's sort of funny, but it's like, go big or go home. Well, I'm home, but I still want to go big. I'm just going to touch up that eye there too, because I want to keep some of this shade coming through. It's really pretty and warm on that front part of the eye. I'm going to bring it right over to the top of this wing here. It's not really a wing. It is. It's sort of like a wing, but not your conventional wing. And why not? It's fun. So I'm just going to bring this warm color right under my lash line as well. There we go. I'm just going to use a little bit more to warm that up. A little bit of warm and cool going on. The next thing I'll do is, go back to this dark shade. That was a bit weird feeling. Okay, I'm going back. Go back to the dark shade, and I'm going to create a liner now. I'm just going to add a bit more of this top line right here. Then I'm going to go into my pencil brush, take a little bit of that warm shade, and I'm going to blend this guy out down here. Lovely. Now I'm going to go in with my NYX glitter primer. Just a little dab. And then I'm going to go back to my palette, and I'm using this beautiful, it's minimally a dual chrome because I can see a blue-green shift. It might be a multi-chrome too, because I sort of see some purplish there too. And I'm going to apply this right here. I just wanted to, see how I could utilize this beautiful, beautiful shade. I don't want it to sit there because all of these shadows are just beautiful. Let's see now. I would like to get a little bit better at my placement there. But I used my finger on the other eye, and I'm going to have to do it on this side just to keep the balance of the everything. Working on that skill still, and that's good. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to that beautiful beginning dark shade. I'm just going to go in here again. Could also be the consequence of having, like, lidded eyes too. Hooded eyes. Lidded. Hooded eyes. But anyways, just okay. So, and then I'm going to go in with the lightest shade, and I'm going to use that light shade to highlight the brow bone and do my inner corner. But I'm going to bring this, a little bit of fallout. I don't normally get much fallout. And this is where I lost some of that beautiful warmer color. It's almost like, it's not quite a peach. It almost looks like it's a very warm. Cool. Awesome. All right, guys, so I got that done, and I'm going to use my Cheekbone Beauty multi-purpose stick. I'm just going to clean up this edge here. Oh, and one thing too, guys, I just want to mention, they both have, dried down really nice. I really don't get much tackiness from that, so that's pretty cool. All right, guys, so I have that done. Next thing I'm going to do is just go in with some powders. So let's see. That's such a pretty blush, and I haven't used it in a while, and I'm thinking I want to use this one. Okay, So I'm going to go in with my YSL Peach blush. This is such a pretty blush. And I'm just going to sort of set the YSL cream with this just so I have that pigment all day. Beautiful. What a pretty blush. And I'm going to take one of my foundation brushes. I'm just going to go over my edges here just a little bit, just to blend everything in here just a little bit better. Oh, see? Don't take much. It's so pretty. Oh, I love doing my makeup, guys. I think, too, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to touch up my bronzer with the L'Oreal Infallible, because this is like the newest bronzer I've got, and I'm really, you know, seeing what my first impression wasn't that good. It really didn't do much, but then my second, it started really coming through, and it is quite pretty. So that's where I'm at with this product so far. I find it's leaning towards more neutral than warm color though. There we go. All right, so I have that done now. And the next thing I'm going to do is powder. So let's see. I think I'm going to go in and use my Morphe powder. It's really interesting because with this one I had seen, I don't know, reviews on this, and my experience has been a little bit not so bad. I'm just going to apply a little bit everywhere. My finishing powder. Pretty. Then I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. All right, guys, I'm going to go off screen. I'm going to get my mascara on, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. And so for my mascara today, I used the Fat Lash by Charlotte Tilbury. And for my lipstick, I used the Cheekbone Beauty lip liner in clay. And I used the this is Snuggle from the Morgan Turner collection with Odin's Eye. The Love Language collection. And so those are the products that I got on my lips today. So I really enjoyed how my look turned out. Just having a bit of fun, just trying some different things with my eyeshadow palette on a day that isn't too heavy, and I'm liking it. It's like, sure, why not? You know, change it up, do something different. And yeah, so I like the way the look turned out. Anyway, guys, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel. It would really help me out. As well, hit that notification bell, and that way you're notified of any future video uploads. As well, if you enjoyed today's content, give my video a like and leave a message. I'd love to hear from you guys. Just want to again thank everyone for supporting me along the way. I really do appreciate it. And I gotta say, I'm feeling good, and I'm ready for my day of not doing a lot. That's not true. I'm probably going to start shooting my declutter video, but you know, I'm going to do it a little bit different, just for fun. Anyway, guys, I got a bit off track like I always do. Anyway, I gotta say, I'm feeling good, and I'm ready for my day, and I wish all of you guys a good day too.